workforce exercises to plan what they're calling a potential invasion of North Korea, quote unquote, should it come to that. That's what APEC is being used to do. It is a cover for these heads of state to talk about how to further militarize the world and push us closer to World War III than ever before, just to make a buck. Are y'all okay with that? No! That's right. Then I'm going to introduce for us our new speaker. Next speaker. I'm going to bring up Simon, who is a member of Nodutdol, a revolutionary organization of diaspora Koreans dedicated to fighting for a world free of imperialism and for Korea's reunification and national liberation. He's also a family doctor who provides medical care in the East Bay, prominently to working class and uninsured patients, as a child of undocumented immigrant parents who were directly harmed by U.S. imperialism and the devastating impacts of the Korean War. Simon is proud to organize in solidarity with the No to APEC coalition as they fight for a world where the health of people and the planet are prioritized over the profit of a few billionaires. Let's give it up for Simon from Nodutdol.
My name is Simon, and I'm a member of Nodutdol, which is a revolutionary organization of diasporic Koreans fighting against U.S. imperialism and for the national liberation and reunification of Korea. I'm also a family doctor, and it's great to be here with all of y'all, whom I consider to be healers as well, because what else are we fighting for if not for the health and the healing of the working class of our planet? Now, before I begin, I hope my time hasn't started. I just want to teach y'all a quick Korean word. It means to struggle, to fight. The word is tujang. So it's two, like the number two, jang, J-E-N-G. Can y'all say it after me? Tujang! 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 That's great. Remember that for the end of my speech too, please, alright? Yeah, tujang means to struggle, to fight. And what are we here to fight against? APEC. No to APEC. Down with APEC. What is APEC? APEC is the epitome of all that is wicked and corrupt in our society today. A cabal of billionaires and politicians scheming behind closed doors, trying to come up with new and innovative ways to further exploit the working class of our planet. APEC is a manifestation of imperialism, which is the highest stage of capitalism. All right, stay with me, okay? You see, when billionaires run out of market space in their own country, when they run out of resources, when their own people are already fully exploited, where do they turn to? They turn to other countries. They invade foreign lands. Our homelands, they invade our homelands. They try to kill off indigenous people. They displace them from their lands. They try to extract resources, further destroying our planet. I'll try to slow down, thank you. They engage in never-ending war, and it's never enough. Then they come to forums such as APEC, where they can talk about ways to further exploit the working class of our world, to further theft and exploitation. No to APEC! APEC is a manifestation of imperialism, and unfortunately we, the Korean people, are intimately familiar with imperialism, particularly with US imperialism. During the Korean War, the US dropped over 635,000 tons of bombs on Korea, killing 3 to 4 million Korean people. The US continues its occupation of South Korea to this day, stationing over 25,000 troops in about 75 military bases. In North Korea, the US imposes crushing and violent economic sanctions that limits access to life-saving medications, medical equipment, and energy sources. The US inflicts unthinkable violence in order to maintain its economic interests in the Asia Pacific, and the US remains the primary barrier, the number one obstacle to achieving peace and reunification in Korea, and that is why we as Nodutdol are proud to be here today to say no to APEC, because we will fight back against imperialism in all its forms. So y'all already heard about our conservative president Yoon Suk-yeol, but I just want to add some more info to that. The US now has a more than willing puppet in power in conservative president Yoon Suk-yeol, who models himself after Trump and is planning on attending APEC activities this week. Boo! That guy sucks! I hate that guy. President Yoon has already shown his dedication, his service to the billionaire class by waging an all-out war on the labor movement of South Korea. We in Nodutdol recently returned from a delegation trip to South Korea, where we had the opportunity to meet with a variety of organizations, and one of these organizations was the Korean Construction Workers Union. We spoke with union leaders there who told us about the dangers of President Yoon's anti-labor policies. One example of which being the fact that every year about 500 construction workers die at the work site. Put another way, every day 2 to 3 construction workers die because of accidents that could have been prevented. This is in large part due to government policies and economic agreements made at forums such as APEC that allow corporations to sidestep safety regulations, to rush forward construction projects, to use substandard building materials, all while denying their workers benefits in an attempt to preserve their bottom line and to enhance their profit making. When union members and union leaders dare to fight back against this encroachment of their labor rights, the Yoon administration has criminalized them. President Yoon has utilized the anti-communist national security law. He has accused labor unions of harboring North Korean spies. And as a result, over 1,500 union members are currently under investigation, 37 have been arrested, and 7 have been indicted. Now, I want to tell you about one such union leader who was under investigation. His name was Yang Hee-dong. Yang Hee-dong, instead of playing into President Yoon's anti-labor games, and in protest of President Yoon's anti-labor policies, Yang Hee-dong chose to martyr himself. On May Day of this year, in front of the courthouse where he was due to appear because an arrest warrant was issued in his name, Yang Hee-dong chose to end his life by self-immolation. He chose to end his life by setting himself on fire in protest of President Yoon's anti-labor policies. And in a note he left behind, he urged his comrades to continue to fight against President Yoon and to continue to fight for better working conditions for his fellow laborers. We in Nodutdol had the opportunity to attend a vigil in honor of Yang Hee-dong, where we vowed to carry forth his story and to continue his struggle against neoliberalism back here in the US, and that's why I'm telling you his story today. Can we give a round of applause to our martyr, Yang Hee-dong, please? So I'll just end by saying this, a series of rhetorical questions to make sure we're all on the same page moving forward. Stay with me, okay? Hone it in. Pay attention to me, all right. Imperialism is a direct manifestation of capitalism. Capitalism is the society we live in where the billionaires rule over the working class and the never-ending pursuit of profit trumps over all, right? The only way to defeat imperialism abroad is by defeating capitalism here at home, okay? So, how do we defeat capitalism? How do we upend this society in which the ruling class, the billionaires, rule over the working class? The only way to to defeat capitalism is by waging a successful revolution in which the working class takes power, right? Last question. What do you call this society in which the working class has taken power? You call it socialism, okay? Socialism should no longer be a dirty word. You shouldn't be afraid to say the word socialism. In fact, we should all be clear in what we're fighting for and fight vigorously for socialism. The strongest act of solidarity that we can take with our working class siblings all over the world who are currently being ravaged by US imperialism. The most powerful thing that we can do in solidarity with our working class siblings is to wage and win a successful socialist revolution here in the US. So today, we say no to APEC. Every year that APEC is in existence, we will be here, we will be there to militantly protest against it. At the same time, I urge y'all, join a revolutionary organization today so we can sustain this struggle over the long haul, so we can build working class power, so that the working class can eventually take power from the ruling class, because only in this way will we be able to sustainably and systematically devote resources towards and prioritize the health and healing of the working class all over the world, as well as that of our planet. Down with US imperialism. No to APEC. US out of Korea so that we can have peace and reunification in Korea. Free Palestine. Our struggles are interconnected. Now I'm going to say that word I taught y'all at the beginning. Y'all got to say it after me, okay? The word is tujang. Tujang! 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 Thank you very much.